smiles spread across their faces as these orphan children rejoiced at the sight of a simple bouncy ball. In my time visiting a third world country, I learned a lesson: never to take anything for granted, not even a small rubber ball from the dollar store or a tiny piece of candy. The people living in poverty gave me hope and inspired me to strive to be a better person. In the beginning, my husband and I were not very enthusiastic to become a part of this organization. "Pack your bags, Mom and Dad," said my son over the phone. You are heading to Japan to join a fun event." "Japan? We are having a great vacation right now. Sorry, we can't come," I replied. However, the second year, we replied with a resounding yes. So it was after Thanksgiving. During that momentous year, we packed our bags, jumped on a plane heading for Africa. When we arrived in this foreign country, we were brought to a special house-like place. The house was made from a material that bugs like to eat, so spiders were as commonplace in Africa just as an ant is here in the United States. After we unpacked our bags, we left to see the wildlife and sand dunes in Namibia. While careening on the roads in a golf cart, we saw several boldly striped zebras, along with tall, thin, spotted giraffes that were often mistaken for trees. The weather was very hot and dry. Soon we saw mountain-like piles of rocks. It was then we made a stop to get a closer look at the hieroglyphics, inscriptions you usually only find in Egypt. The next day, we visited orphans, a poor village, and a hospital full of people with a disease called leprosy. With the orphans, my husband and I ate packed lunches and played with the children on a pretty hill. We enjoyed playing with them as much as they liked playing with us. We learned that in the orphanage, sadly, there were approximately 100 elementary-age children and over 200 toddlers. Next, we visited a very poor village. Because it was close to Christmas time, we dressed up like Santa and Mrs. Claus. We tried handing out sweet treats and colorful rubber balls to the kids, but they became so excited, the bus driver thought they were going to attack us, so we had to go back on the bus. These children made me feel so grateful for the things we have today. Simple things like little rubber balls and small toy cars from the dollar store. Lastly, we visited the disease-filled hospital with many sick patients. The leprosarium was isolated from all people except for the doctors in our group. I saw a lonely man and instantly felt sad. I made my way toward him and sat with him for a time. Through a downpour of tears, we shared a long, emotional hug. This man made me feel appreciative to have my loving companions who showed me care and compassion every day. All in all, despite the poverty and sadness we saw, I truly enjoyed my experience visiting these people in Africa. The one regret I had was not spending enough time in each place. We had such a short time with each group of people. My words of wisdom from my experience include: travel and help people when you can, because you will enjoy your time and have great memories for when you grow older. You will never regret helping others and making a difference, especially to those less fortunate.